Hey guys, I had to take last week off. Um, I've been insanely busy, and so I'm ready to get back to some gaming tonight. And I wanted to bring back, after a few people had commented, I wanted to bring back these undead and see what's going on with them. So it's not really a campaign, but I do like to have a little story going on. And we're just going to kind of see where it leads, where the ideas lead to. Attack at the inn. An inn on the frontier, the distant sound of war drums, and everyone who is able to defend must defend the inn at all costs. So these are Warhammer and Mordheim scenarios that have been converted over for Song of Blades and Heroes. I got an entire book of them here. This is a unbalanced one, so I thought that would be kind of interesting. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, the defending force is 50 points less than the attackers, which means you're going to have to use some strategy and some thinking. I like that idea. Here's the inn, and it's up on the side of a snowy mountain, not too far. If you'll remember our last game, it was fall, and this is kind of down the road and up the mountain from where the last story took place, where there was a merchant's daughter was captured by some undead for a strange ritual inside that tower. A couple weeks have gone by since then. Snows began to fall. And especially up on the side of this, it's not like a huge mountain, but a smaller mountain. There's an inn up there for travelers. There's only one entrance right here. These things weren't built to code back in the day, so there's only one entrance, one way in and one way out. And they certainly aren't expecting to be attacked by some undead. So we have, we go through here, and you can see our bartender back there, and just take a quick look around the inn. And let's take a look at our warbands. On this particular day, the inn is being visited by two sisters who are barbarians. Here's the situation for them. We have a human barbarian right here. 36 points, 3 quality, 3 combat, and fearless. And over here we have a human light cavalry, 50 points, 3 quality, 2 combat, mounted, and long move. So she will get +1 versus combat, for combat versus any non-mounted creatures. And she's got long move with this big old dire wolf here that she rides. So let's take a look at the undead. So to start with, we have our human skeleton here, 26 points, 3 quality, 2 combat, undead trait. Off to the right over here, we have human skeleton archer, 24 points, 3 quality, 1 combat, undead, and shooter medium. And then, of course, we have the guy that everybody was talking about there for a little bit, our human skeleton rider, undead, mounted, long move, 51 points, 4 quality, 3 combat, red eyes, and this dude knows how to kill. They completed the ritual. They fought off the adventurers last time and they completed the ritual. Well, they created this with the merchant's daughter. Inside of this suit, or exoskeleton, or whatever you want to call it, construct. In this game, it's an animated object. And you can see inside there, the skeleton might look a little big. I don't know why they did that. Like maybe I don't know. But we're just going to pretend that this is like that glass that makes whatever look on the other side bigger, like they do at aquariums and stuff. So this is the merchant's daughter inside of here. And this thing is basically powered by like her soul. I mean, she's dead, but her soul is trapped in this thing. And whatever the plan is for these guys, they now control this, and they are going after the merchant. who happens to be here at the inn. And he is going to freak out if he realizes that this is the daughter, because maybe this thing has like blood running through it, or maybe they've mounted her head or something that lets whoever the merchant, when he sees this, he's going to realize that that's his daughter inside of there. And so what do you guys think? Why are these undead chasing this merchant? Why are they after this merchant? Our barbarians are placed medium distance from the inn. Perhaps, you know, they had been warned, like people were passing by and they were freaking out because they had saw some undead approaching. Let's go to our undead. We got the archer over here. We've got these two right here. And then down there on the other side of the trees, we have a skeleton warrior back there. And he's going to be coming up around the side. Now what these guys are trying to do is start the inn on fire. They're trying to burn the inn down. They have torches, and they have to make an attack on the building when they're within range of it. Like the archer guy can take an action and start an arrow on fire and shoot it at the inn. The inn has a flammability of 4, so he's got to beat a 4+ in order to hit it. And if it starts on fire, if it takes 4 fire shots, the inn burns down. The barbarians here can make base contact with the well and then back to base contact with the fire and extinguish it. All right, let's do some initiative. Blue is the undead. Okay, undead. All right, so skeleton, free move up to there. Skeletal rider, free move up to there. Animated object has short move, free move to there. Skeleton warrior's got a free medium move to there. I'll activate Sheena the she-wolf. She needs 3s. Gets 1 of them. She's got long move, and she's going to get to about right here to maybe position herself. Not much more I could do with her. Her sister Olga, she's going all in. She needs 3s. She gets all 3 of them. Olga doesn't know that anybody's coming from down that way, and maybe she doesn't see this because of the trees right there. All she knows is this one and this one, and she gets all 3, so she triple moves all the way up into contact with the archer. Which that's actually probably a good move, because now the archer can't take a shot at the building. So the archer is going to activate. The archer needs 3s. Gets all 3, gets 2 of them. Archer's going to do a power attack on Olga. That reduces Olga's combat by 1, so she will be at a 2. The archer has a combat of 1. Blue dice is a skeleton. Dang! Okay, so the skeleton has 7. Olga has 7. That is a tie, and they both clash weapons together. As I said, I don't think the skeletons, I think maybe the leader here is a sentient creature, you know, in order to get these plans played out. But I think the minion skeletons, like the warrior and the archer, aren't that smart. So we're going to do the one down there. And he's activating with all 3 of them. And he needs 3s. He gets 2 of them. And he is like running with a torch. He makes it right up to there. Besides the fact that they're not the smartest creatures, these skeletons, I think it's kind of cool to always have them activate with 3 because of the unbalance of this game. It's going to give my heroes a little bit more of a chance. But it's not, it kind of makes sense, you know, that these guys are just so driven. So yeah, we're going to activate with all 3 dice every time for these undead. We're going to go with the animated object back there. And it needs 4s. And it fails, so it turns over, but it does get 1. And it's going to do a short move. It's just going to kind of turn and go this way, like toward the living stuff. The she-wolf, she needs 3s and gets both of them. She long moves up into combat with her sister and is going to attack the skeleton. The skeleton's outnumbered, so its combat goes down by 1. That gives it a 0. So skeleton's blue. Dang. Skeleton gets a 5. She gets a 5 as well. And the skeleton is holding its own against both of these two. Olga's going to take a swing with her axe. Again, the skeleton's outnumbered, so its combat is 0. Jeez. Skeleton gets a 2. Olga gets a 4. That's going to double it, and she destroys the skeleton with her axe. These two both kind of turn and just look over here as this guy turns. Skeletal Rider is going to activate. He needs 4s, though. He doesn't get any of them. He turns over. Wow, these two just got lucky. Now, maybe they can see this one with a torch down here running toward the inn. Wonder, see, they could just try to play the game, you know, and run these two around and try to take them out one at a time. What will they do? So, the way that we're playing it, and it says it on the scenario sheet too, that it says it can withstand 4 points of fire, which that's a little off from the new modern fire rules. So what I'm saying is, okay, 4 points of fire, 4 points on the building of fire. So there's going to have to be 4 separate fires to burn this thing down. So that skeleton could do it, but he's gonna have to start 4 separate fires by beating a 4 on the dice. So yeah, they're kind of worried about him, but they're also worried about these two. I don't know what to do. I think Olga is gonna look at her sister and then look down at that skeleton and just be like, go take care of him. And I think Olga, with this gigantic axe, might be the one who takes him out. I don't know. He's slain so many heroes. But let's see. Now, in this game, you can both attack from like each side of the fence, right? So if one person can be on this side, one person can be on this side, and it cancels out all the defensive stuff. So they would just have regular combat. She's gonna send her sister first, and maybe she's looking out for her to keep her out of danger. You know, she doesn't want to see her die, even though she is the she-wolf. But yeah, she sends her. She needs 3s. Ah, that is a failure and a turnover, but she does get 1. Okay, she takes off running toward this skeleton, but only makes it that far. So strategically, I think that the skeleton rider would send this right here. He would want to face up here, maybe catch her off by the side flanker or something. There's no flanking rule, but, you know, come from the side. But I think he's going to order him to keep going. And because the ultimate mission is to burn this thing down and kill the merchant. So let's activate the skeleton down there. He needs 3s. He's going with all 3 of them. Oh, okay. So he fails 1, but he gets 2. Ah, that is just short of allowing him to get into contact with the building. He'll take his second move, get in contact with the building there. Okay, animated object. Needs 4s. Gets 2 of them. Does 2 short moves and ends up in combat with Olga. Activate the rider. Now he's got a quality of 4, which isn't that good. But he's going all in. Oh, he fails. They were going to turn over anyways, but he does get 1 action. And that action is going to be to get over this fence, which brings him right into combat with her. Catches her from the side. She gets ambushed, basically. Not ambush. Ambush is when you don't know somebody's there and they come out and attack you, and then that's +1. But I mean, you could say it's snowing right now, and this thing just leaped over the fence and entered combat with you. She's going 2 dice. She needs 3s. She really needs to get both of these. Come on. Yes! Okay, she's going to do a power attack on him. That drops his combat by 1, so he's got a combat of 2. Her combat's 2 as well. Let's do this. All right, so he gets a 5, and she gets a 6. She wins that combat, and on a even result, she knocks him down. Oh, and remember, in this game, when you're knocked down, you can get killed with 1 hit. But they don't have the way to kill him right now, even though he's down. Even though the she-wolf knocked him down. Olga might be able to break away and go attack him. I don't know. Yeah, so leaving combat is 2 actions. I measured it. She could make it over here, right? She would have to have 3 successes in order to make this happen. Let's give it a shot. Because it takes 2, just to recap, it takes 2 successes to move out of combat. She has a medium move, which will get her right over to there. And then her next action would be an attack on him while he's down. And that would kill him. Wow, let's do this. Okay, she needs all 3s. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Just about. Shoot. Okay, she's still going to do it and move over here into combat. With this thing outnumbered, they might get a round to attack him again as a pair. Look at that. Okay, so obviously, yes, it's important to burn the inn down. Yes, it's important to get him over there. But the first thing I will do with him, the smartest thing, is for him to get up. Now he has to activate. He needs 4s. He's going with all 3 of them. So he should be able to at least get up. Oh, imagine if he couldn't have got up. He does get 1 and he does stand up, but it's a turnover and it's back to the barbarian's turn. Got to be smart right now. She-wolf is only going to use 2 dice to activate. She needs 3s. She fails and turns over. Back to the undead. All right, we've got to get some business done. Starting with this skeleton down here. He needs 3s. He gets 2 of them. Okay, he's going to try to start a fire with his first action. He needs a 4. He does. All right, so we're going to say, oh, see, there's this wall right here. We're going to say that he's got to at least make a move to start the next fire. It's got to be like 1 move away, because otherwise you can't just like start 2 fires right there. That's kind of stupid. But you have this fence right here, this stone wall. He's gonna try to move through here, and the funny part is he has to make a quality check or he falls down. He has to make a quality check of 3 or better. He does get it. So he moves this way, hops the fence, and ends up right here, and he's looking to start his next fire. Now there's the decision. Would he just straight attack one of these 2? Or is he smart enough to try to get this guy over to help them to drop their combat down? But if this guy fails, then it could turn over and he's not killing anybody. I really think that this character is just so bloodthirsty that he is just going after these 2. It's almost like his lance is calling for the blood. Like maybe we should have this be like some sort of artifact that it's like a blood drinker or something like that, because of all the people that he impales on it. It like takes some of their blood and then it just makes the user like constantly go after blood. But let's see here. Skeleton Rider, he's going all in and he needs force. He gets 2 of them. He's going to do a power attack. The power attack makes her combat drop down to 1 from 2, but he is outnumbered, and that is going to bring his down to 2. Okay, 2 and 1. Oh, geez. Skeleton Rider gets a 7, and she gets a 3. That doubles it, and he impales her on the lance, lifting her right off the wolf and right through the heart, and the wolf runs off, and her body drops onto the ground in front of her sister, and she kind of lets out a scream like Brienne of Tarth on Game of Thrones, like, no! Dude is just such a badass. Animated object goes all in. He needs force. Oh, he turns over. That's nice. I mean, here's the situation. If Olga could kill the Death Rider here, she could certainly outrun this thing with its short move and get over here and kill that skeleton. And then it's just a matter of squaring off with this thing, whose quality is 4. There is a chance. Plus, she's got a better combat than her sister. But anyways, her quality's 3s. She's going all the way in. Oh, let's grab the white dice. She's going all the way in. Come on. She gets 2 of them. She can do a power attack. With a power attack, his combat's 2. Hers is 3. Let's do this. All right, so he gets a 6. And she gets a 6. And that is a tie. Skeleton, trying to set a fire. Let's activate him. He needs 3s. He gets all 3 of them. Holy crap. Okay, so his first action, try to start the fire. He's already there. He needs a 4. He misses. He's going to use a second action to try to start a fire there. Needs a 4. Misses. Maybe the snow is like keeping it from lighting. Last one. He needs a 4. He gets it and he starts another fire. All right, the fire's getting a little bit bigger. This whole side of the inn over here is on fire. Skeletal Rider. He needs 4s. Gets 2 of them. Power attack. That makes her combat 2 and his 3. Whoa! Okay, so he has 8. She has 7. She wins that. He wins that, but with an odd roll on the dice, it simply knocks her back an inch. And he has the choice that where he can follow up, and he will do that. He will follow up. Animated object. Needs 4s. Gets 2 of them. Does 2 moves and gets up into combat with her. Let's double check. Oh, wait a second. No, he's going to make 1 move. Because remember, you leapfrog the stick there. And now he's going to make an attack. She's outnumbered and her combat drops down by 1. Hers is 2. His is 3. He wins, and he's going to knock her back. If this was a wall and there was nowhere to recoil to or to get knocked back to, you automatically fall down. But in this game, combat's considered to be moving around, so this would just knock her back this way. And these 2 will just follow up. Even if it knocked her down, it's her turn right now. She'd be able to stand up as long as she was successful. But yeah, it's back over to her. Story-wise, I think it would be really cool, and I like to do fun stuff like this, especially if I'm playing solo. This guy is obviously operating this entire operation. I'm thinking if she kills him because he's such a badass, that this guy would stop operating. In fact, I think both of these undead would just like crumble. Like this would crumble to the ground, he would crumble to the ground. This guy is basically controlling this thing. So let's see if that option, if that's something that we want to do here. And as always, we'll let the dice determine. So 4, 5, or 6, if I kill the leader, the rest of them die. 4, 5, or 6. Nope, she's going to have to fight it. She's got to fight them all. She needs 3s. Come on, get all of them. She turns over. She gets 1 attack. She's outnumbered, so her combat's down to 2. His is 3. Oh boy. He's got an 8. She's got a 6. He wins that. Again, she's tough. Olga's tough. Just knocks her back, and then these guys follow up. Let's move down here to the skeleton. Wouldn't it be crazy if he turned over? He needs... Because remember, the main objective is burning this down, not killing these two. So it's his turn. He needs 3s. Oh, he turns over. He turns over, but he gets 1 action. And he's going to move down and get ready to start a fire down here. Come on, Olga. You've been having plenty of chances here. You need some 3s. Get all of them. Got 2 of them. Power attack on him. That makes his combat a 2. But she's outnumbered, and that makes hers a 2 as well. Okay, let's do it. Oh, his is 5, and hers is 8. She wins that and knocks him down to the ground. It's not going to be enough. It doesn't matter. Now it's a matter of, do we do the gamey thing or do we do what we've been doing, and that's start with this skeleton down here, because the ultimate goal is burning the inn down. The gamey thing to do, if I was playing them, would be to get this guy up for sure. And since I'm playing this, you know, on both sides, I think I kind of have to do that. Leave a comment down below. What do you think that I should do? That way next time I know. Do you think I should do the gamey thing, and that would be to get him up? Or should I do the story thing, which would be to try to burn this inn down? Let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to try to get him up. He needs 4s. Oh, imagine if he failed this, though. Oh, failed 2 of them, turns over, but he does use an action to get up. That was her 1 chance to kill him. Olga comes right back. She needs 3s. She gets 2 of them. Power attack. Combat's going to be 2, and she's outnumbered, so hers is 2. I'm rooting for Olga. I am. I mean, I like him. He's a badass, but I really want her to win this, being outnumbered. And yeah, come on, Olga. Oh, jeez. He gets a 7. She gets a 4. That doesn't double it. I thought he had just killed her. No, but it knocks her back an inch. And then these guys follow up. Darn it. All right, let's activate the skeleton. He needs 3s. Oh, he gets all 3 of them. First one, he needs a 4. Doesn't start the fire. Next one, needs a 4. Starts the fire. The fire is escalating. This entire section of the inn is just like on fire. It's smoldering. Last action to move down here to the corner and start that side on fire. Haven't done anything with the animated object for a while because there's been like so much back and forth and turnovers and stuff. So I think this thing has finally raised up its arm and is gonna like slash her. It needs 4s. It turns over, so he doesn't get his go, but it does get 1 attack. This combat's 3, and hers is 2 because she's outnumbered. Let's see. 3 and 2 is 5, and 3 and 2 is 5. That's a tie. Nothing happens. Olga needs to kill him and then get over here somehow, right? That's not going to happen. But I don't know. Let me see what happens here first. Okay, so we got to activate her. She needs 3s. If she gets all 3 of them, there's a possibility of something going on here. She gets 2 of them. So 2 of them to pull out of combat would only get her this far. It wouldn't even get her over to the skeleton. So she's got to attack. Both of their combats is 2 because outnumbered in power attack. That's why nobody's dying, is because that number is so low for these guys. But let's see what happens. Okay, so he's got a 4. And, oh, she's got a 7. That doesn't kill him. It missed killing him by 1 if that was a 6. But with an odd number on the dice, oh no, it just knocks him back an inch. And she's going to follow up, and he sticks right with her. This could be the game. This lone skeleton burning the inn down. Unless he turns over, which would be super awesome. But he needs 3s. Wow, he gets all of them. This is a badass skeleton minion. All right, first one. If he rolls a 4, game over. That is game. That's the game. The inn burns to the ground, killing the merchant. Let's just let a dice roll, see what happens to Olga, because she's either running off or killed. 4, 5, 6. The Death Knight ends up impaling and killing her. 6! He definitely kills her. Wow. Okay, so these undead, I mean, hey, the barbarians, they were outnumbered. I mean, that's the challenge of this scenario. You know, they were just in here for some drinks. And, you know, after who knows what they just went through. And then this place was attacked by undead. I mean, they held their own for just being 2 people. They held their own pretty good. You know, the she-wolf did get impaled. I mean, they both didn't get impaled, but, you know, Olga, she was tough. And, yeah, the lonely inn burns to the ground. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. I guess we will bring these guys back for another game. And, give me some ideas. Where are these guys going from here? They have the merchant's daughter. They killed the merchant. Do they go in and get his body and do something with it? Where does this next adventure go? You tell me. All right, guys. See you in the next video.